This woman tells the operator that she found a human head in her son's closet. So as soon as Brian pulls up in the car, she calls 911 and she tells the operator, like, hey, he just got back to the house. The cop gets out of the car, walks up to Brian all friendly and just says, like, hey, your parents have some concerns about something that they found in your room. And Brian point blank says, quote,
a human head and hands.
It was the early morning hours of February 28th, 2021, just hours after Warren had been killed, when Terry and Brian Cohey Sr. receive a call from an unknown number. They answer the call and they find that the person on the other line is their son, Brian Cohey, and he tells them that he needs help, that he had gotten his car submerged in the Colorado River at the Blue Heron boat ramp. So they're like, what the fuck? What do you mean you got your car stuck in the river? And they head right over. What actually happened is that Brian had backed his car down into the river to dispose of a body, and it had rolled and gotten stuck. He said that once his car got stuck that night, he went into a complete panic mode. He was cold. He was wet. He was disposing of a body. He thought he was going to get hypothermia out there and was like, this is what I'm going to be remembered for. The dumbass who got hypothermia while trying to dispose of the body of the man he just murdered. So anyways, the car was taken home, and it's once the car was taken that some weird stuff was recovered. Inside the car that Brian Sr.'s son was driving, in the glove box, he finds a big-ass knife, which automatically would seem strange, but apparently that wasn't immediately weird to his dad because he knew his son had this knife in the car because, quote, Brian didn't trust anyone. But then you add that with the latex gloves his father found and the wallet that his father found. It was then that his mom decided she wanted to look through his room. She goes in his closet and she finds those bags that contain Warren's head and then another bag that contained Warren's hands. Brian told police that the idea of killing somebody is something he'd been toying with for a long time. He said he wanted to choose a houseless person or a sex worker because people, including police, tend to care about those people less. And I think that this case is such a perfect example about how people and police not caring more about people like Warren is exactly why people like Brian see these people as expendable and go on to do things just like this.